This would be like my dream place to build like a tree house. I'm not even up the first dune yet. The trailhead literally says a like 4-mile walk through desert-like conditions. Oh man, I just thought about something. What if I like start my period while I'm on this hike? Like, I literally can't leave if you have your door laying on my car. Nothing will beat taking off this back window and just seeing beautiful nature in the morning. Even if we're just at like a Cracker Barrel. So I'm out here driving on a Thursday afternoon after work to Michigan, to a Cracker Barrel at midnight, because this was a very impromptu trip, very last minute trip, to Sleeping Bear Dunes. And I did part of the drive Thursday evening, and then I did the rest of the drive in the morning. And I knew I wanted to come to Sleeping Bear Dunes, I just didn't know when, and I just had a random Friday off, and I just said, like, heck, let's just go to Michigan. Let's go to Sleeping Bear Dunes. And I was initially also planning on trying to squeeze in Picture Rocks, I think is what it's called, National Lakeshore as well, but there is definitely not enough time for that. So we start by going on the scenic drive in Sleeping Bear Dunes after we start with just talking to the rangers and going into the visitor center and getting our passes. Wow, look at that. My SD card converter from micro to like normal SD for my camera just like randomly broke apart. And it was only because like I put it in, it was like, oh, it's locked, which is usually a little switch on the side. And apparently that just fell out at some point. So it was like stuck to being locked. And then it just fell apart, like completely just fell apart. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And the thing is, I have an excess of converters because I only really need it for my Canon, and I didn't bring not one extra. I'm like debating if I want to go get another one today, or if I'm just gonna take some iPhone pictures for now and then just deal with it. So I do have to buy another SD card anyway for my 2-week trip that's coming up. I'm definitely not gonna have enough room for all the like footage I'll be getting, hopefully. The sand is like really slidey. I don't know if you can like tell, because I'm like slightly, or was slightly on the angle. Oh my gosh. Go down here. So pretty. Look how fucking beautiful this is. It's so windy up here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me. But gosh, is it freaking gorgeous. My hair is blowing all over the place. It's like, woo. Hopefully that's okay. I don't know how far you're allowed to explore. I don't know, I'm exploring everything I can walk to, so Yeah. Hopefully I don't get yelled at or something. This just feels like otherworldly. Like, this is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot get over this. I'm still pretty sad about my camera, but this immediately I was like, it doesn't matter, it's fine. I kind of fuck up my knee just now. I think the dunes on a cloudy day like this reminds me of what I loved so much about Acadia National Park. And it's just like very moody and like relaxing, besides like a bunch of kids that are screaming. But besides that, I'm kind of away from them for now. But it's like so nice to listen to the wind and just all these beautiful views. People who were watching earlier was talking about like a lot of biting flies on this trail, but so far at least I think I've been okay. Look at these flowers. Oh my gosh. So I worked up a little bit of a sweat, but it's not nearly as humid in Michigan as it is in freaking Ohio right now. So it feels so good. I honestly could have stayed there for like 3 hours, another 3 hours. It's so nice and relaxing and beautiful. So otherworldly. Seeing all these van builds here and stuff, I'm like, oh man, that looks pretty nice. Because I was between getting a van and having a whole van build, or getting the Wrangler. And the only reason I didn't get the van is I felt like I would be like kind of limited on where I could go. I wanted to be able to like traverse more like rugged roads and stuff like that. There's so many interesting plants here. I think every time I go somewhere, I'm always fascinated by like the plants and the trees because it looks so much different than like where I'm from and what I'm used to. Like when I think of trees, it's like, I don't know, people might think like, oh, like tree is a tree, it kind of looks the same. But like even just driving through and like to get here, seeing so many like really tall trees that only have like branches or like leaves at the top and like really interesting like bark colors, and you can see how like the same types of trees are like clustered together, and I just find that really interesting, and it really makes me feel like I'm not home anymore. That's really exciting. So we're currently at the Dune Ecology Point, and this is my second time around. I tried to go to the Cottonwood Trail, but there was like no parking, so we're just gonna to, I think, make some food. is truly freaking gorgeous up here. It is so stunning, and it's like beautiful and sunny now, so the whole area is just like lit up. Oh my god, the black fly has hurt so bad. But this view is so worth it. You can see all, I really hope you can see like the details and like the ripples in the water and stuff. It is. Literally perfect up here. This would be like my dream place to build like a tree house. The trail was like super busy coming up. And this one family kept like, part of the family kept like going ahead of me, and then like part of the family was like lagging behind me, and I'm like, I don't want to be in between you guys yelling to each other talking. On second thought, I think I'm gonna turn around, but this path is like really pretty. It's just like, I'm getting bit up so bad, and I did not bring my freaking bug spray. This thing looks freaking huge. This is the first hill. Did I look up information on how to do this climb? Not really. I don't really know where it goes. Shoes coming off. The sand is like really cool. It's like 9 in the morning right now. You gotta step in other people's footsteps. I am tired after this first climb, but I also hiked like a lot yesterday, and I've not been keeping up with my fitness, so this has been kind of hard. I'm not even up the first dune yet, and I need a break. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. Just keep it moving though. This is so pretty. I feel like every like 2 seconds I'm like, I just like chill out for a second, and I'm like, oh my gosh. This is absolutely like, if you come here and you only have like a day or a couple hours, like even if you just do like, I'm not even like a mile into the trail, do this trail. It is so gorgeous, and I feel like you really get to like experience the dunes, and it's really freaking gorgeous. Also, I'm so confused about like, so many people who've walked by have not had any water on them, and I'm like, the trailhead literally says a like 4-mile walk through desert-like conditions, and you don't bring any water? That's kind of wild to me. So I was gonna continue shoeless, but there's so many like sticks and stuff sticking up, especially in this like little section, that I think I should just keep them on for just a little protection. They're just flip-flops, but it's like, I think it's slightly harder to walk with shoes on. I think if you have like a Birkenstock sort of style sandal, that would be like perfect for this, because it will like keep it on your foot. Because that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about with having these flip-flops on, are just them coming off. Wow, oh my gosh, it's like every 2 steps I take, you're being put into a new view, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Like your whole 360 looks insane. It's just like, I feel like I've said this so many times, but like, it just looks otherworldly, like insane. Like this is in Michigan. And I'm actually glad I came here before going to the Indiana Dunes, because I'm really curious kind of how they compare. And I'll be driving to Colorado, I'm thinking, very soon. And during that road trip, I plan on stopping by the Indiana Dunes. Oh man, I just thought about something. What if I like start my period while on this hike? I did not bring any of my period stuff. Oh boy. This might be a little rough. Again, this is something I would like love to bring my mom on, but she'd have to get real fit for this, because she is starting to get a bit older, so hikes like this might not be as possible, at least to make it to the end. I mean, I feel like even if we went just like a quarter of the way or halfway, like, she would get a lot of enjoyment out of it, because it is so pretty. I have no clue like how many marks there are. I'm at mark, I think that's 23 now. I don't know how many there are total to know like how close I am to being at the lake, but like I don't see the lake yet. But the markers also like pretty close together. And I was gonna try and ask someone who like passed by that was nice looking, but so far no one really looks that nice, to be honest. Or like they're like mid conversation or something. They did seem nice. Made it, look! Oh, it's so pretty. The hike was not bad at all. Like it was, I don't know, it sounded like scary, but I feel like all the mileage is like vertical. So it's not as like long as I was thinking it would be. This sign is about right, about how much time it took to get here. It took me about a little less than an hour to get here. So not bad at all. unfortunately, I think we're gonna head back because I think I am about to start my period like any second. So I would like to get back and hopefully deal with that before anything happens or minimize the damage done. To be here, but it's okay. I'm thinking this is pretty close to the beginning. So we're pretty much at the car. We're almost like the first hill, and it is 7:10. Definitely the walk back. The worst part is that one hill about at mark 11, 12. But the rest of it, pretty easy coming back. I don't want to jinx anything yet, but I'm going to say something when I get to the bottom of this hill. Oh, I don't have my passport book. Crisis averted. We're good. Very minimal mess, so we're good. But we just completed our Dune hike. Got to the lake. Absolutely gorgeous. And I spotted my first actual black person on the whole trail, and she complimented my hair. And it's so funny because when I see like us on the trail, always gotta greet each other because we know it's a rarity. And it's really nice. And then when I got back to the beginning, I saw like 2 other black families here, so that's really, really nice to see because I feel like not enough of us are out here in these spaces, and it's a huge part of why I want to do videos too, is just to like encourage, especially people like me, to get out there and like not be afraid to come into these spaces that seem really intimidating, and to like come out and do things that we don't do. Hey, we do everything, so I don't want to hear that. We gotta put this bad boy on. Officially adding it to the collection, so I'm really excited.
Your hair color is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Yay. So I left the park a little earlier than I initially intended to, because the people parked next to me kept freaking putting like, the first lady actually hit my car with her freaking door, but like luckily it was like on the part where it's just like the mirror and the plastic bumper, so I was just like whatever. Second time, it's like her son or something that comes like later, swings open his door and hits my freaking door. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then lets it like lay there. Just let the door lay on my car. And I'm like, nah, I'm fucking leaving. So I start the car, like we're just gonna go. And then he literally just keeps it on my freaking door after I started my car. So I'm like, so I just start honking my horn, like, hello? Like, I literally can't leave if you have your door laying on my car. I honked the horn like, boop, 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 boop. Finally looks over. I'm like, get your door off of my car. I didn't say that, but I literally went, like, what? No. Ugh. Kind of a salty end to the night, but it's okay. Because we're gonna head home now. But before my camera dies, on this beautiful scenic drive, I wanted to do just a little recap. I think Sleeping Bear Dunes was absolutely worth coming to. It was absolutely gorgeous. I wasn't sure if I would feel like it was something I already experienced before, having gone to Silver Lakes at the ORV area. But no, it's much different than Silver Lakes. It's like a different like fauna, and like being able to walk that much of the dunes with like such different views and like absolutely gorgeous, and being able to experience a little bit of Michigan's foresty areas a bit more, because I just haven't explored Michigan that much despite being a neighboring state. So yeah, so I really enjoyed that. I can't wait to come back. I'm hoping to, next time I come out here though, to go to Picture Rocks, I think that's what it's called, National Lake Shore, especially since I now have my National Park Pass. I am super excited to use it and to get as much as I can out of it. I don't really like doubt that I will absolutely get my money's worth out of it. Like, it will pay for itself in one trip I have planned right now, like alone, but already it's like paid for itself twice. So absolutely worth it to get one if you are a traveler, even if you're just doing, especially, well, in particular if you're like a road tripper. I feel like if you like fly out to a park every, say, 6 months or something, then it might not be worth it. But if you're like road tripping and you're visiting multiple different national parks or lake shores at a time, absolutely, this is like, getting the pass is like a necessity. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and get out here. I want to see more of us out here, especially. So I'm talking to you. Bye. Hi there. This is just like a huge freaking playground. Like, I've never just wanted to like climb everything. I placed my camera down, and then some scary bug flew by it. I bravely grabbed it. So just know this footage would not have been possible if I did not overcome a beast before I grabbed the camera. Oh my god, sorry. I just saw my first black person since I've been at this park in general. No, okay, never mind. Lied. So there's been none.